like to invite now our first speaker, Honorable Prakash Javadekar, Member of Parliament, mentor for this movement of Smart Campus Cloud Network, as well as Not Zero Net Zero.
Thank you very much, Shendeji, and everybody, those who are present on this. I was told that nearly 50 universities, they're either vice chancellors or registrars have joined. I welcome them all, because this is a movement not just about a tokenism on climate change action, but it is much deeper for educating the future generation. Let me start with the context. Everybody now has realized, oh, climate change is happening. Untimely rain coming, precipitation, a very heavy precipitation, floods, and there are many other things happening around. So people, common people are also saying that, yes, this is climate change. So it may be scientifically or may not be, but we must understand that people are now eager to see that this is a problem which is troubling everybody. And we must know the history of it. The history, because without that context, the discourse will not be on the right track. World is experiencing this climate change because of the actions of emitters for last 150 years, particularly after Industrial Revolution. Those who emitted carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which remains in the atmosphere for nearly 100 years, is the basic cause of climate change. And that is troubling us today. So who is responsible for that? And we all know it is America, Europe, China recently. India's historical contribution is just 3%. We are not responsible for the climate change that is happening. But we, as a responsible nation in other way, we want to behave responsibly. And therefore, our Prime Minister has taken lead in Paris. We arrived at Paris Accord. We gave our nationally declared contributions, NDCs, and at the same time, now everything he has come out with the concept of sustainable lifestyle, and he has come out with the concept of climate justice. So I think on that backdrop, we are discussing and having this program now. The program is a movement itself. And we know what is the performance after the Paris. India is probably the only country in G20 countries which has accomplished is NDCs much early than our target. And our Prime Minister has taken up more responsibility and has declared new targets. He was probably the first Chief Minister who started climate change department while he was CM in Gujarat. That was the beginning in India. He started solar panels on irrigation canals that saved water evaporation, that saved the place which you require for putting up the solar panels. And because the cold water was flowing below, the energy production was more. So he was thinking about solar alliance right from those days, and he had suggested when Manmohan Singh was prime minister that we must come out with a Surya Putra organization. That is, the countries which are between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, who get very good sunshine, should come together. But now this is a reality. International Solar Alliance, headquartered in India, partnered by France, and now all developed countries plus all major countries of this high sunshine region are there. And we are progressing well. In India, we started solar energy with 19 rupees per unit. Now in latest auction, it is 2 rupees 50 paisa. So made huge progress in not only solar, our original Indian ethos and Indian lifestyle is sustainable. We are the only country which worships birds, animals, and trees. No other country does this. And I can't go ahead without mentioning what 300 years ago the Vishnoi nature-loving people did in Rajasthan in the village Khejadi, where the king that time had ordered cutting of trees under the leadership of brave Amruta Devi. All the Vishnois did the first Chipko movement in a way. Then the king ordered that cut their heads if they are not moving away from trees. Soldiers started doing that. 300 people sacrificed to save the greenery, save the trees. This is unique in world history. I think our discourse on climate change has to be including this Indian ethos, Indian efforts, Indian traditions, our basic ethos of living with nature. And though we are not responsible for the climate change, we have not profited from carbon emissions. But still, we want to be responsible in our behavior. And we are, in a way, putting a new roadmap for all the countries. So when I was education minister in 16, Prime Minister that time declared that he took up Clean India movement, Swachh Bharat. So I also started a competition, Swachh universities and Swachh colleges. That was the beginning. More than 4,000 colleges first year participated. Now the number has grown too much. More than 600 universities participated. We gave awards. That was the beginning of this movement. Then I became once again the climate change and environment minister. We started Green Campus. I had gone to Jaipur NIT and we started there that every student will plant a tree at the time of his admission in his first year. And he will take care of that plant for next 5 years till he gets out of the campus. There will be board, a plaque of his name also near the tree. This is their own creation. This will green the campuses. Then we were discussing Shendeji and others, they started a movement of smart cloud campus. Then Prime Minister declared in a World Summit that India will achieve neutrality, carbon neutrality by 2070. So now we have to do action in every field. And that's why we started. And this, what is the program? In 1 minute, I can tell you. First, map what is the status of your energy consumption? What is the status of your waste management? What is the status of your water consumption and water saving and water regeneration? And then also think about the carbon emissions through transport in the campus. And then plan for the campus that in 4 years, 5 years will achieve carbon neutrality. How that can be done? Save electricity, generate electricity, solar. Saving energy is also replacing old, most energy consuming equipments, putting up LED all over, using it absolutely when it is necessary. This is inculcating in the minds of the student that they are doing the duty of the nation. So this is real education besides the curriculum. So map and plan for a phase-wise achieving the carbon neutrality on the campus. How we will do it? As I said, save electricity, generate electricity, save water, generate water, watershed development if the campus is big, ponds, then all campus will have water harvesting and using it judiciously and processing it, reprocessing the toilet and other waters for gardening and other things. So that is saving water and generating water. The third aspect is the waste management. How much biological waste management, bio-waste, and how much is a non-bio-waste? We must teach students to segregate the waste, even in hostels, and have pits and collect and put it in the respective bins. And then every week, the recyclers will come and take that for reuse. The bio-waste will convert into gas and use it in the mess gas supply. This is how we have to achieve carbon neutrality. And I'm very happy that Shende and his Green Tail Foundation has come up with mechanism to count the carbon neutrality where you are today, the campus, the actions, everything can be monitored. So that is the specialized guidance which will be given by the TAIR Foundation. But all other things are to be done by the university in guidance of teachers. It will be the basic students' participation and students' action. That's my vision of net zero and not zero. This is a curriculum. This is a real education beyond the curriculum. And therefore, let us start it. I'm very sure not only 75, but practically all universities and colleges will join in this. And I will talk to UGC and other bodies also, and they will definitely be helping everything. I will talk to the minister and other concerned people also, and we'll take this forward as a national movement of the education field by the students, guided by teachers, planned by management, and achieved by the country to achieve the goals of net neutrality put up by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Thank you and all the best for this new initiative. I declare this campaign as launched, and from today we'll start our efforts in that direction. Thank you and all the best for listening me patiently for nearly 15-20 minutes, but that was essential because context, discourse, the methods, and the action plan, all what is in my mind, I have shared. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prakashji. What an inspiring one. I must say that this is the instructions, guidance, suggestions needed for this kind of a nationwide movement, which will be, I'm sure, like International Solar Alliance, will be picked up by the other universities globally. Going beyond curriculum is the word which matters a lot. And that's what Javadekar ji has told us. Going beyond curriculum, out of box, break the paths, and also cross the boundaries. And that message is a real one, appropriate, required exactly at this moment. And Javadekar ji, you also have set the discipline of finishing exactly in 15 minutes given to you. And I think that timing also shows that we have to achieve this net zero exactly in time and not keep on discussing and talking about it.